just before I was gonna start to go live, it started spitting down rain, but it was like one of those kind of like the weather didn't know what it wanted to do kind of rain, just spitting on and off. So I have my umbrella with me just in case, but better to have it and not need it, I guess. Hello, Harjot, and welcome to Band. Happy Saturday evening to you. Hope you enjoyed Comic-Con. Didn't really get to check that out much, but there's always next year. And yes, welcome Bob, who has heard a lot of my complaining lately, so thank you for being tolerant. But my plan for tonight is basically just to head along the Esplanade towards Exhibition. I kind of walked a similar route not too long ago, or I might even go south even again to Front and then head towards there, but I'm starting at the Esplanade at least. Pretty chilly, not too bad of a night, you know. And of course the second I grab my umbrella it stopped raining, but you know, I expect anything at this point. Strawberry Field Fairy, hello, welcome to the chat. Yes, I don't even know why I don't see your notifications, Japan. I know Tara was live. But yeah, happy Saturday, like I said. So yeah, I'm gonna go to Lower Jarvis and swing a left down to Front before I continue to walk westbound. This is a nice recreational area to bring your dogs, except this little park is closed off. David Crombie Park revitalization and the Esplanade Mill Street Connection Project, or whatever that's about. Yes, please do. I'm trying to get to 500. It's taken, well, I was hoping it would have been a little bit sooner. I started live streaming almost exactly around a year. I think it was March, maybe early April of last year. So I've done quite a few live streams, and I'm getting there, 33 away, assuming someone isn't unsubscribed. But yeah, and watch hours, I'm getting pretty close too. I'm at like 2850. So hopefully by the time April comes, that can happen. That would be awesome. I would definitely do a celebration stream for that. And I'm now outside St. Lawrence Market. So let me swing down here. I don't know what's going on with the rain. It said it was like kind of like on and off with precipitation from between 9 and 10. So I was actually planning on going live on Thursday, but I got caught up with too many things, and then I don't like to get in the way of other people in their lives. So a few people went live yesterday and today as well. So I prefer the nights anyways. And as usual, the wind is here. And Boom is in the chat. Good evening, Boom. Happy Saturday night to you. Sorry about that wind. Oh, wow, we got some road rage going on here. Well, look at this. I'm assuming the SUV cut off the car, and he was having none of that. He went right up on his ass and started honking again. Justified anger, I think. But one thing the umbrella is good for is getting rid of this pesky wind. So, good. I am heading towards the lake after all. That is to be expected, but I'm starting to be glad I actually have it now. And Alex is here. Welcome. Good evening to you. Happy Saturday to you. Thank you for being in the chat tonight. We're having a good one. And this is probably like the 4th or 5th stream I've had where it's been dominated by wind. So I might swing around and head a little bit north. But kind of wanted to go down the same path that I kind of liked from before. So we'll see how it pans out. See the Gardner Expressway soon. Okay, so I'm gonna keep going, and I'll pretty much be right outside Sugar Beach, and then I'm gonna swing a right. And yeah, I was kind of hoping to make it before the cars came, but I'll use this button for this very slow light. All right, come on guys, give me a break. Hey Juanita, welcome. Happy Saturday to you. Want to get across here, but no, I'm gonna have to wait. I could have made that green light, but no, those cars were making sure I didn't. It's okay, I'll get to my destination eventually. See the Sky Tower in a minute or so. Got off work early at Kingston House, enjoying a flat iron steak, says Boom. Well, I hope you really enjoy that. Do you cook it like medium well, medium rare? What's your go-to for steak? I kind of like medium well myself, just a little bit of pink. Not really a rare guy. It's a bit rubbery for me. I'll try to cross what I can. These flights are infamous for taking their sweet time. Hey Mark M, welcome. Whoopsie, I went a little premature. For some reason I thought it was gonna change, so I'm the one in the way. Okay, I'm gonna go now. Yes, but thank you everyone for being here tonight. I went down this path a few days ago when I went to meet Yoshi for an episode for our channel, and I just really liked it. It was kind of, you know, you see the lake and you kind of see a lot of little remote areas that are not too busy, and I kind of liked it, so I'm gonna try to replicate that exact route. And I believe this is the biggest Loblaws in Toronto. I could be wrong on that, but out of all the ones I've been to, it's definitely been the largest to me. There's a pretty big one at Bathurst and St. Clair as well, but Boom says medium rare paired with a delicious glass of red. Nice. Some people even like cook their steak with red wine, so I wouldn't be mad at that either. All right, here we are at Sugar Beach. Here we are with the wind. Bob says, I think that Loblaws is the one Sean cleaned out of all the Tim Hortons. You know, the Tim Hortons coffee, yeah. They do sell them there. But no Nestea anymore. At least you got that one pack there, Bob. So I'm gonna turn here. If it gets too windy, I might head up a speed or two. We'll see. But yeah, exhibition is pretty much my destination, so I don't plan to go live for longer than an hour and a half, if that. First Last, welcome. Happy Saturday evening to you, and thank you for being here. Yeah, the wind has kind of calmed down for now, but the second I say that, watch it pick up. Boom says, you love Loblaws. They get a lot of hate, but the selection is awesome. Yeah, because of the corporate greed, I guess, but when it comes to their products, I don't hate them either. A lot of good quality, especially like with meat. I like to get my meat fresh there, as opposed to like no frills. I don't know. You usually have delis, which is obviously better in quality, so that's never gonna hurt anyone. Yeah, I've been doing pretty good. Thank you for asking. And I've been here before now, haven't I? Got some Go buses that are not usually here. They're parked for some reason. We got the double decker there. And we got, is this left shark or right shark? I don't know. It's definitely one of them though. That attracts a lot of attention. Meat you get at Bruno's. Everything else is Loblaws, Leslie, and Lakeshore. I'm not even sure I know where Bruno's is. But what I do know is that the Sky Tower is now at 106 stories. So there she is. Officially the tallest building in Toronto. Yes, the CN Tower is not a building, just to clarify. But I heard it's around, well, the peak of the Sky Tower is now around the, pretty much the restaurant range of the CN Tower, so. Yeah, the rain is starting to pick up again. It's just like one of those, you don't know what's gonna happen, so at least I'm glad I have it now. Actually record some footage of outside Comic-Con. It's kind of like a smaller fan expo, but I just didn't really get around to it today. Maybe tomorrow I can do a pre-record of that, but for anyone that did go today, I hope you had a great time. And Sean, sorry I missed you there. Welcome. And good evening to you. Greetings from Florida. And we got the discarded pizza box condo up there. I think my favorite condo in the city, actually. It's just so iconic. It kind of stands out there. And I'm really trying hard not to knock anyone with my umbrella. It's not hard to do when it's this wide, and it kind of happened last time, so I'm like, oops. And McDonald's small coffee is still on sale for $1, and tomorrow I think is the last day of Roll Up the Rim. So if you want to get your last chance, I never win, I don't care, but for those that do win, tomorrow's your last day. Pizza box building, yeah. Like, look at that. It looks like a pile of discarded pizza boxes. The way that the floors are so rigid, I always thought that from day one, so kind of unique to me as I fight this wind here. Yeah, it's pretty iconic. I like it. Of course, near the Westin Sky restaurant there that I definitely want to visit one day. I remember seeing it as a kid. I'm like, I want to have dinner there, but I had dinner at the CN Tower when I was like 10 years old. But that's about it. A lot of things on the bucket list, I guess you can say. Passing Yonge. Pizza Jenga, yeah, that too. Coffee is a must, yeah, I agree. I've been drinking more coffee lately actually than I usually do. Try to stay away from the energy drinks because they're bad. And Bob will be happy to hear that I don't vape anymore. I was having that little relapse, but started to feel sick from it after a while. So like, why am I even doing this? Like, you don't smoke, dude. Yeah, it's funny. Like, Bob was just mentioning you at that Loblaw, Sean. Getting your bundle of Tim Hortons products. It's a small world after all. Thank you, Bob. I want to make you like main moderator. Are you main moderator? Let's see here. No, it won't let me do that. It's like cancel or timeout. I'm not going to do that. So, but thank you, Bob. Appreciate that. Once again, I really hope to get there soon. These guys are kind of glowing. I'm pretty sure they just came from Comic-Con, so what do they call them, furries? I haven't really caught on to that trend, but excuse me, furries.
Yeah.
God mod. Love it. Have to clean out the grocery store out of Tim Hortons. You found it at Walmart for a good price. Yeah, I will concur that Walmart prices are definitely more affordable than Loblaws. You might find some things there that are more readily available as well. Outside the Westin. Fairmont Royal York, I believe one of the most expensive hotels in all of Toronto. And we see a Queens Quay streetcar heading out from Union. How many more people I'm going to see that are kind of just departing after Comic-Con, heading home. I don't know about the population of Comic-Con compared to Fan Expo. I'm aware that Fan Expo has more people, but on average, how much, I'm not exactly sure. All right, thanks for tuning in. First, last, appreciate it, and enjoy the rest of your night at work. Yeah, we've got a couple of these 510s going. and parking here is $5 every 20 minutes. Is that a good deal? Comic-Con is the appetizer to Fan Expo, Bob says. Yeah, he's not wrong. Like I said, I've never been. I'll have to check out Zapan's live to see how that went. All right, Alex. Thank you for tuning in and have a good night. I'm just gonna keep heading. So I don't know. It might just be a bit over an hour. I have about 3 hours of live stream time on my data until I make it unlimited, which I'm gonna be doing for next month. So, you know, I will be with Maddie on Monday, but I think that'll just be a pre-record, so I won't be going live that day. But please tune into Maddie's live stream at Toronto and subscribe to him if you haven't already. You want to give him his donut day. There's a dog with a little raincoat there. It's pretty cute. It's good to always be well prepared. Oh, okay, Alex. Okay. Well, thank you. You're still welcome to be here. Boom is in the room. You snuck into Comic-Con last year. You were with Zapan and Henry. And you're sure Epic Ninja. You walk backwards through the... Was that live? That's something I would have to see. Because normally I can't get anywhere without security being there. But I noticed at the CNE last August, the second or third time I went in, like no one even checked me. I just went right through, no one was looking, so I technically could have got in for free, but you never really do know. What do we got, like a fox? What is, I don't know. Don't even try to ask me, because I will not be able to keep up with it. But you'll see a lot of interesting, unique costumes. I believe that guy has a lightsaber. How cool is that? One of them must have got a honk from someone. Well, that's to be expected, Sean, but sometimes you might find little windows here and there. But, you know, if they find you, you're kicked out in 2 seconds. Same thing when we were at the auto show. The stamp kind of like, the sweat kind of naturally cleaned it off, so like, I had to get re-stamped. I'd rather have like a wristband, something that, you know, that doesn't fade away so quickly, but maybe it's intentional. Thank you, Bob. You heard the man. Still raining, but I don't know. Like I said, my umbrella is more of a wind guard at this point, but so lots different types of doggos out tonight. I saw a really interesting pit bull sort of boxer mix. Beautiful girl though. And there's another one. Officially be heading to Lower Simcoe. I kind of just want to go to the part of the exhibition where it's all lit up, and it'd be the same for the entrance to the CNE or anything else that's taking place, but nighttime is always the best time to capture that, I think. Hey, Comic-Con Kyle and Grandpa Bob, welcome, Vasily. I saw you snag Carrot today. Someone's got it. Boom says, saw people sneak into outdoor concerts by entering the exit backwards. Like, how do you, like, what? Like, I'm all for it. Give me ideas. security is focused on faces, on backs of heads. I guess that makes sense. I can get on board with that. Nice view of the CN Tower, lit up in my favorite color of blue. Queens Harbor is approaching here. Yes, Boom, please. Like, you can help a lot of people out by that. Even like heading into, I don't know, the beer fest or something like that, you know, I need ideas. Do we have any deals at Subway? We have Ruffles all dress sauce. The meal of the day, you get a 6-inch, depending on the day, for $8. And you get 2 classic footlongs, either the black or the cold cut combo, for $9 each. And I know people bring up the $5 footlongs, but they're long gone, they're not coming back. And when you compare it to like Jersey Mike's or Firehouse subs, on average they charge double that. So when you think about the comparison of prices for other subs, Subway isn't that expensive. It's just that they try to think back to like 15 years ago. Do the Subways in Toronto still have brown spicy mustard? I think we've talked about this, and I think they do not anymore. I think Kurt or someone said that. It's not something I usually go for, but like they used to have Swiss cheese, they don't have that anymore. So, you know, you can always ask, but Subway USA might be different. And I don't even think they have Chipotle Southwest anymore either. What about the $1 5 footlongs? Yeah, what about them? Let's make that a thing, Vasily. This place, Ice Creamology, is pretty packed for a small little venue there. It's like uncomfortably packed. This is what you get for having a good ice cream place that's so damn small. It's like everyone walking in a phone booth. Your copyright coming from somewhere. Okay, I don't think it's threatening. It's just like jazzy elevator music. Sayful Jami, sorry if I mispronounced that, which I'm sure I did. What other torture do I not know yet? I haven't had a serious intimate relationship. Okay, seems like kind of a spam thing. Thank you for tuning in, I guess. Indian Roti House. I always try to look up different roti places. Boom says, Subway pales in comparison to Firehouse subs. Oh, no argument there. Jersey Mike has no meatball subs, so they don't even count. Okay. I'm still a fan of Mr. Sub. They're hard to find, but also pretty reasonably priced, and I would take Mr. Sub over Subway any day of the week. You just don't really see nearly as much of them. Alex says random. I remember KFC Toonie Tuesdays. It actually cost a toonie, and it was the biggest like cleaning event for you. Well, I remember that too. We're like talking about the early 2000s. Then they gradually changed it to like $2.50 and like $3 because of inflation, of course. Now it's like, they don't even call it like Toonie Tuesdays, they can't. They just say Tuesday special and it's like $4 now. But considering how much inflation has rose, again, not the worst deal. You get like a leg and a thigh and some fries for $4, you know, I'll take it. Actually did an episode with that with Yoshi as well. We got that exact special. And look at this blue couple right here. Love it. Reflects on the condos over here. You can see that blue light reflection. It's just all neon-like. says 50 up there for some reason. I think it actually might be the 50th anniversary of the CN Tower. I think that was the year it was constructed, was in 1976, so that would make sense. Yeah, I've never tried Jersey Mike's yet. I know Boom says they don't have meatball subs, and I do love me some meatball marinaras, but I'm still curious. I've tried Firehouse a few times, and my favorite there would probably have to be the turkey bacon ranch. Everyone has their own go-tos though. Jays lost 3-8 today, and Leafs are 2-4 currently. Well, what else is new, Vasily? Yeah, I know, right, Alex? Especially when you were a kid. It was like the best bang for your lunch. So today is the 50th anniversary of the CN Tower. I didn't even know that. Okay. I would have put that as the title. And I think the Sky Dome was built 10 years later, aka the Rogers Center. Someone could correct me on that, but if my memory serves me right, that was approximately the time frame. Some sort of excavation going on here. Oh, if you haven't tried Mr. Sub yet, Sean, I would recommend it next time you're north of the border. It's kind of like, you know, how I prefer Second Cup over Starbucks. I just think it's an underappreciated chain, and again, cheaper than Firehouse or Jersey Mike's. So yeah, like Subway would probably have to be my least favorite for sure, but they're at every corner, right? So it's just more of convenience. Basketball Maven. Wasn't it built in 88? Are you talking about the Sky Dome, or are you talking about the CN Tower? 88 sounds kind of like the time for the Sky Dome. Oh, it was in 89. Okay, this is silly. I knew it was sometime in the 80s, like later 80s. So yeah, 88 has been confirmed. And Robert, West Coast Walker is in the chat. Welcome. Happy Saturday evening to you, and thank you for tuning in tonight. I keep forgetting about the time zone difference. You are 3 hours behind, I guess, right? So it would be like 6 something where you are now. Alex says $2 can still get dinner somewhere in Thailand. Another reason to visit Thailand. Yeah, I've heard prices were pretty reasonable there, like hotel stays and whatnot. I'm on board. I'm definitely on board. A little closer to my destination here. Yeah, I'm trying to think of like another like deal I saw is that there was a place in TMU Dundas Station that sells Jamaican patties, and they're apparently very good, better than the ones at Bathurst Station, I've heard. And you get like 12 of them for like $25. You know, I'll try that. I wouldn't eat them all in one night because I'd end up getting sick, but you know, try anything once, I guess. They have jerk chicken ones that are like twice the price. Vasily Snipe not only Terra today, but growing Serenity earlier, and afterwards Toronto Brad as well. Okay, I guess you were the ninja today. Denny's had $2 breakfast menu not that long ago. Right. I've heard so many negative things about Denny's, they'd probably have to lower it to $2 to make it tolerable. But like I said, when I was at IHOP, I paid $6 for toast, so can't get much worse than that. Yes, Pad Thai, I am on board, Alex. Wish Kurt when you need him. probably like a cliche thing, but Thailand would have to have the best pad thai. You would expect it. A Lower Spadina here. Vasily with the triple snipe, yep. He's quieter than Ninja. You kind of like hear Liam coming up a little bit, but I think Vasily has more stealth. Thank you, Bob. Yes, please do. Thank you for being here tonight. Till I get to my destination, I'm not getting rained on too heavily. I would have gone regardless. Don't have so many things to hold you back, but including this wind, but here I am. What time is it in Thailand, Alex? I gotta start learning these time zone differences. On Looney Tuesdays, buy any 6-inch, another 6-inch for a Looney. Buy any foot long, get another foot long for a toonie. That's actually not bad. They're making all these new deals to kind of rope you back in. That's why I always like to keep a lookout. I remember on Pi Day, of course, March 14th, actually 1 week ago today, I went to what was it? Pizza Nova, and all their slices were $3.14. So I just grabbed I think I grabbed 8 of them, and I just froze like 5 of them to eat the next day. I'm such a pizza sucker that I literally went out of my way to do that. I took full advantage of it, so I am not kidding when I say I do love a deal. The time is 6-7 in Thailand. Quit playing with me, Vasily. Alex says, thanks to daylight saving, 8:36 a.m. there, just an hour behind. Oh, okay. So pretty much in the same time, okay. Do you ever get snow in Thailand? Yeah, I don't know who else recorded Comic-Con. I think Liam's going to be going tomorrow. And yeah, I think Vasily and, well, Sapan went yesterday, I think. I'm not sure if he went today. But I'm assuming it'll pretty much be the same song and dances and Expo. Just, I saw Josh's Instagram. He went with the voice of, what's his name from Grand Theft Auto, Franklin? Can't remember the dude's name, but that was pretty cool. And it just reminded me of that we're still missing GTA 6. I won't get started on that. No snow here, okay. Well, that's always good. Hey, it's a pain in the ass after a while. Lots of beaches, I'll take that any day of the week, Alex. Okay. I'm gonna head up around here due to the exhibition. I'll probably just take the streetcar back or walk back, but I don't know. Kind of wanting to head home quickly and eat. So you were at Comic-Con today, Vasily, and did you buy anything? Some of the things there are like ridiculously expensive, especially some comics. Find a collectible or something like that. Some of them go into the thousands, right? And Bob would know all about that. He has quite the collection of books, comic books, per se. Yeah, same here. Bob, we had like a bit of snow, and then it didn't stay long. It barely stood on the ground, and then it melted before we knew it. Bob's whatnot bill is higher than gas right now. I'm gonna swing around the corner here. kind of taking a little bit of a different route than I remember taking from last time, but I think I'll get to my destination without too many problems regardless. Canada Malting Company. Okay, this is called Dan Leckie Way. Well then, swing on up here. That purple up there at the top of that building. Everything's very fluorescent tonight, all this blue and purple. Kind of just lingering on the top there. First is back for a bit. Howdy. Pretty good. It's not too windy and the rain hasn't been too aggressive, so definitely not the worst. I'm just kind of swinging my way to Exhibition. Slowly but surely. Well, Lakeshore is pretty busy tonight, as it is most nights, of course, but traffic is alive and well. Just wait to get across here. Yes, thank you, Bob. Keep reminding him. Bathroom's just a little bit ahead. This light takes a little bit of time. Yeah, I can just adjust the settings. This is the iPhone 15, so I'm sure there's some sort of app I can use for that. But yeah, you wouldn't be wrong. What are you having for dinner first? I'm always curious about food, no matter what the subject around it is. $4.20, blaze it. Alright, I'm gonna go up Bathurst and swing around. Like I said, by the time I get there, I'll probably just go a little bit over an hour. This live stream won't be too long, so stay with me until the end, and much appreciated. No poop, no pee zone. Well, that's pretty fair. You're on camera if you do. Bylaw, it's like $150, $200 if you're caught with your dog's waste not being picked up off the ground. Understandably, you won't have dog poop all around the city. Roast beef and mashed potatoes. Ooh, sounds good to me. That guy was wearing a cowboy hat for some reason. Yeehaw. Yeah, I'm not sure if I have subscriptions only mode. I don't think I do, because I think you'd have to manually set it to that. But I don't know. I think it's good to give people the option to check out my stream. I guess it's to chat, it's subscription only mode. So yeah, I don't think it is, but yes, please subscribe. Even if you don't, at least you're giving me watch hours. But yeah, thank you for tuning in. But yeah, all you need to do is subscribe. You can turn off notifications. You can forget all about me and you'd still be helping me. So I really do appreciate every subscriber. Joe Fresh. I heard their quality of clothing hasn't been the greatest. They're usually always attached to a Loblaws. I think Loblaws owns them, which would make sense. Basketball Maven says they should have that sign outside the door in the Eaton Center. Oh yeah, please don't, no pooping, no peeping. Yeah, really. Was he filming cowboy hat? There's an auditor in Toronto that wears a cowboy hat. All I know is that he was in a bright lime green Jeep SUV. Traffic's getting a little aggressive tonight. First says, Kyle, I had you running in the background while I had a shower earlier. I hear watch hours helps. Yes, thank you. I really do appreciate that. And I'm almost there. 28.50, something like that. So thank you to everyone. See, this guy went ahead prematurely, but he did back up. And we're hearing another beep because he's trying to back up as we wait to cross. And we're kind of just waiting for nothing. All right, the light can change now. There we go. Joe Fresh is, no, Joe Stale. Definitely Joe Stale. Their underwear is the worst, okay? I wouldn't doubt it. Yeah, everyone's just beeping the heck out of each other tonight. Here comes the wind again, but what are you gonna do? So I think at the next set of lights, I'll swing up again. And there's Tip Top Tailors. You can't really see it from the Gardiner Expressway now because there's a condo that's right in the way of it. No, it really isn't, Bob. You might get some sort of auto crime on camera. It's happened before. I'm never playing You Honk I Train while watching a stream ever again. Uh-oh, that would be a problem. Especially when you get towards more my area. Probably have more of a chance for someone screaming at you. Every time someone screams at you, you take a shot. You'd be drunk in 10 minutes. Thank you, Bob. I think you're officially my Nightbot now. Love it. Like I said, you heard the man. There's no negotiations available. Subscribe now. And once again, the wind picks up. I can become Mary Poppins and fly away. Wouldn't that be nice? This guy was almost like pretending that there wasn't a stop sign right there. Another look at Tip Top Tailors. Been there for quite a while. Maybe one day I will get an actual Nightbot, who knows. Until then, I have Bob. I guess Frankie must be having his nap time. He usually goes down around 9 or something like that, right, Bob? And more blue in the distance. Always love seeing my favorite colors scattered everywhere. Okay, so I'm gonna walk a little bit further as I contradict what I was just about to say, but oh yeah, thanks Vasily. Like we'll be on EI soon, and like I said, I was only working 1 day a week anyways, so it's not like I was making a killing, so I'll be okay for the time being. Thank you. Coyote hotspot. Well, I've yet to see any coyotes, but I'm on alert now. Between a coyote and a spatula, I don't know. We're on the lookout for both. And these streetcars are on hold for some reason. Yeah, not the worst though, because I'm gonna get good references from the CEO. Like, business was just so slow, so I don't think they're gonna be in business for much longer. The place is called Ghost Tacos, but they do make pretty good tacos, especially when I made them. Got a little pet spa back there. We got this little wooded area that really serves no purpose. It's kind of like just this island in the middle of all these streetcar tracks and all this traffic. I think it's only a matter of time before they do something with this. I don't think they can make it a condo though, because it's not really pedestrian accessible. It's one of those, I don't know, little areas. Uber Eats, yeah. Well, we dealt with Uber, we dealt with DoorDash, and of course Skip the Dishes. Yeah, those drivers were hilarious. We'd get an order and like 2 minutes later they'd be there expecting it to be ready. Had some funny people. But I can almost smell my destination. And I like how there's like little seats along here. Kind of cool. It's better than those pillars that have like spikes on them that prevent like people from like sleeping on them, which I think is kind of cruel. But that's what the city has kind of become. And there's actually a tent in that wooded area, and thankfully no one's really bothered them. So with the housing crisis, you got nowhere to go, you got nowhere to go. Oh, thanks first, yeah. I'm not always that positive. Bob will know. But after a while, how long are you gonna complain for, right? It's best to just see the brighter side of things, and it'll get better after a while. They put the dash door in dash, yeah. No pun intended with that one, Bob. Thank you. No longer rainy or that windy, so not too bad. It's gonna get warmer and warmer, and we are officially in spring. The second day of spring is today. I used to think it was the 20th, but it's the, well, it was the 20th. Today's the 21st, I mean. We still have a bit of snow. You see the snowbanks across the street here, but they'll be gone before you know it. Okay, so I'm gonna go around here, and once I get inside, shortly after, I'll be ending the stream. Like I said, not too long. Just something to do. Bob deserves a raise and a promotion, and he knows it. the McDonald's ad. I've talked about this like 4 times with the big arch. Heard Gordon Ramsay tried it and he was absolutely disgusted. But what else is new with Gordon Ramsay? But it makes me want to try it even more now. Vasily says you can go to a bank and tell them to hire you because you have experience with money problems. Hey, you know what? That might actually work. They have a sense of humor. Definitely no lack of those. This economy, man, help me out. That's why I like doing price checking videos, you know? I'll probably have to update it soon. Just to remind people what they're paying here. Before we send $2 more billion to Ukraine. It's a Toronto social experiment. Not really explanatory, is it? All right, thanks first for tuning in for the second time, and enjoy the rest of your evening. Yeah, I had a few problems with my gimbal. It kept on flopping and dying, so it's not doing either tonight. It's actually like behaving. I'm not used to that, but definitely appreciative. I might even take a streetcar back here, depending on when it arrives. But I'm just outside the exhibition, of course. There's Hotel X. You can kind of faintly see through the trees there. Oh wait, I can cross. What the hell am I thinking? Sorry, kind of zoned out there. So I'm gonna go down and around here. Wind, man. Vasily was telling Bob today, usually the work truck gets a full tank on about 150 with a bit left over. Today you filled it up and it was at 0, starting with a quarter a tank. So it's like gas problems. Okay, so that's good then. Numbers are hard. So here's the entrance I was looking for. I'm gonna walk a little bit through the exhibition before I swing around. And I think I'll go to the GO train. That makes sense. There's that beautiful entrance I was looking for. Taco Bell's gas problems. I think that's the truth. Or I may have spoken too soon, or I shall not pass. Okay, I shall pass. Good to know. All right. No, not right now. Not on stream. That would just be rude. Inner Care Center here. I was here not too long ago at the home show. So yeah, didn't even seem that long ago when I would always be in this area because of work, right? Especially when all these events were going on. I felt like I kept going to the same location over and over for different various reasons. Egg salad, hello, welcome. Happy Saturday evening to you. Remember the last time I had an egg salad, to be honest. I think I'm overdue now that you're here. And I'm instinctively just twirling my umbrella around. Why? Well, because I can, that's why. And another look at Hotel X here. If you hear squeaking, those are actually my shoes that I'm about to throw away. The bottom of it is like rubbery, and it's just like, I didn't even notice it until I was walking the other day, and that's something, the only thing I could listen to. Uh-oh, we don't want that, Vasily. And I really wonder what is going on with all the blue tonight. From the CN Tower to the other buildings to Hotel X to right here, it's just blue central. Almost like Smurf City. Feeling my inner Dick Van Dyke tonight. Guess he was the one that curled the umbrella. Well, either that or my inner Mary Poppins when the wind comes. And during the spring and summertime is where all the Canadian geese, they love to hang around this area. I'll be coming back north sometime soon to terrorize the city once again. Blue is for colon cancer awareness, says Bob, which is this month. Okay, that would make sense. Okay, because May is, I believe, breast cancer awareness. Okay. Well, that's good to know. I think colon cancer is more common in men, to be honest. And I'm pushing 36, so maybe it's my time for a checkup. Oh no. I'm gonna swing around here and I'm almost at my destination. Jennifer Gala in the chat, welcome. Thank you for tuning in tonight and happy Saturday to you. It's weird to see this area so empty. You never really hear after hours. Another little honk, why not? We've had quite the collection of those tonight. Some of this can go up here and around. Maximum of 30 kilometers an hour here. Ontario Place in the distance. Of course, the BMO field. Colon cancer is pretty equal in men and women. And now the top cancer affecting people under 40. Yikes. Yeah, why is so much cancer popping up nowadays? It used to be a rare thing. That was quite common. It's in the food we eat, and there's something in the water. Who knows? Always good to spread awareness, of course. Montreal's known for being a little bit colder. I think the latest it snowed ever in like Ontario was like May 2-4 weekend. Hopefully won't get that this year, but Hey Maureen, it's snowing again. Just a bit of rain here tonight, so, and not much, enough for me to have an umbrella and have a little bit of concern, but it does happen. We're just on the tail end, officially the end of winter, so it can overlap a little bit. You live near Ottawa Valley. I can't remember that now. Yeah. So again, a bit further north. Coca-Cola Coliseum. Check out when the next train is, hopefully relatively soon, but not too soon where I miss it. Caution tape here for some reason. Please call you Mo, okay. I will do that. Everyone else is, so. Wind's picking up a bit more here. Exhibition loop. And yes, please say hello, or if you just like watching, that's cool too. You don't have to be in the chat. But again, if you're unsubscribed, I'd appreciate it very much. Set it for all notifications, personalized or none at all. Costs you nothing and you're helping the channel, and I appreciate the support. Thank you so much. Go right away here. Thank you. Okay, I'm almost there. Oh, okay, well, don't worry, you're officially Mo from now on. You're back again for the third time. Hey, well, welcome back. Yeah, I am ending, like, just to catch the train. So a little bit further, since all you lovely people are in the chat. See what happens when you drink water. Yeah, exactly. I'm trying not to do that before live streams now, especially like drink coffee or something like that. There's a couple times where I've had to cut streams short because I was foolish enough to drink a coffee, and then halfway through my planned timing, I had to use the facilities. Two bikes right there. Okay. Well, I am officially at my destination. Sorry first to end it suddenly as you come back, but thank you for returning a final time. I appreciate having you here and everyone else. All the walkthroughs are dehydrated. I would believe that. And yes, for the last time, thank you. Please subscribe. I'm trying to get to 500. I'm pretty damn close. I can smell monetization. So thank you everyone. I appreciate you all. But I am going to cut this off now. I'm going to get out of the way of the wind so I can put my umbrella down without it flying away. As it's instantly starting to do, but I got cornered here. Yeah, you're not going anywhere, umbrella. Yes, thank you so much. Thank you everyone in the chat tonight. I appreciate you all. Sean, First Last, of course, Bob, Alex, Mo, of course, Jennifer Gala, all of you. Ball, whoopsie. Switching back and forth here. But thank you so much. I'm going to be going live one last time maybe twice before the end of the month. I'm not exactly sure when, but I'll try to set premiere for that. But I appreciate every one of you, and I will see you all in the next one. Thank you again for being here. Walker out.